Hey everyone, this is Nitro from the Rocky Valley server in the Guild Snow. So in this video, I am going to attempt to clear the last, I guess, one of the harder content world map battles. There are a few left for me since I've cleared chapter 33, but when I take a look at the other ones, they're not really worth it for me because, for example, this one gives 60 Trinity Crystals and a Trinity Voucher. They're nice rewards, but I already have 72 Trinity Vouchers, and in terms of the Trinity Crystals, I have 5,000 of them. So they're not exactly like high priority, let's put it that way. My priority, if anything right now, is to get SSR items. So in the future, I'll clear out the remaining, I guess, hard maps that I have left. But in the meantime, I'm focused on mainly clearing the dragons. However, this map is worth it because the reward is an SSR accessory. Now, the drop near is not considered one of the top SSR accessories at all. However, nonetheless, it is an SSR accessory. It's better than nothing. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to attempt to clear it, and I imagine a lot of people would find this video useful. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. So without any further ado, let's begin. Let me just mention as well that this fight is really an absolute nightmare, because I'll go over it once the battle begins, but it's one of those maps that makes me really wish or seriously consider getting the Clock of Forgiveness. So I'm just going to click the attack button before I talk about my setup and so on. And yeah, this map, I've already tried several times and I've failed multiple times. And the reason is not even because it's hard. It's because you can't predict what the AI will do. So, let's just skip the chatter. You guys can read it yourself when you guys play this through. But the reason why this map is so annoying is because first, this water diviner. He is immune to all damage, and this can't be dispelled. Okay? It wears off when the Phoenix manages to step on all these tiles. So one tile, one Phoenix Rift, two Phoenix Rifts, three Phoenix Rifts, and then this last Phoenix Rift. Once he steps on all four of those tiles, this immune to all damage will be dispelled and you can finally attack this water diviner. What's very annoying about the water diviner is that he has an AoE attack. 0 cooldown. So he uses this every single turn and it hits all targets for damage every turn. In addition, he has 1000 intelligence, so it does ridiculous amounts of damage. In fact, the damage is enough to kill my Liana in one shot. And she has 2900 hit points. The reason my characters actually survive, though, is because of this Phoenix. The Phoenix has an aura, where if you're within 3 tiles of the Phoenix, you take 80% less magic damage. So this is what keeps your characters alive. The unfortunate thing about this is you can never predict where the Phoenix will go. You can generally figure it out by guessing, but there's no guarantee. So yeah, with all that said, let's begin. So, the first turn, for example, this Phoenix, I've seen him go here, and I've also seen him go here, or try to go here. So if you step a character onto this tile, for example, he'll actually move into the tile behind your character. Which means you have to be very careful about where you place your characters. So you have to assume he's either in this tile or this tile over here, and act accordingly. So I'm going to plan assuming he stepped into this tile. So I can only step 3 tiles away from this one, so 1, 2, 3. This is my limit. These 2 tiles over here are my limit for how far I can place my characters. So, with all that said, let's begin. First things first. We will move Bozel up a bit and apply his faction buff. Oh, one last tip, which will really help anyone clearing this map, okay? Your healers, they should have speed boots. I gave a pair of speed boots to Liana, and I also gave a pair of speed boots to Sophia, so they both have 4 movement. My Bozel also has a pair of speed boots, so I actually have 3 pairs of speed boots here. 1 on Liana, 1 on Sophia, 1 on Bozel. I had to do so, I actually removed the speed boots from Bernhardt. But I don't regret that, because Bernhardt's almost always in melee range anyways, so he won't really need the speed boots. Okay, so I've talked about everything that needs to be said. Let's begin. And again, let's attack with with Lana, and she's going to use her Dark Reaper ability, which should kill off this Shikarator. There it goes. Now I need to also kill off this one. So, well, let's use the shield bash from Bernhardt and see how much damage this does. A good amount. He's stunned, so he's out of the fight at least. And I'm actually going to move Ledin up and have him Divine Guard. This way it protects all these characters who can be attacked. No. Faction buff, yes, it would be better for more stats, but in this case, it's more important to just protect your characters. So, because as I mentioned, I don't know which tile exactly this stupid Phoenix will move to, I'm going to leave both tiles open for him. So, Sophia has no healing to do, and I'm going to save Liana's again. There we go. So let's see where he goes. And he went south. I don't know why he didn't move forward, but to play it safe, you know, keep your characters a bit closer. Now, there's going to be some fights where Bernhardt is protecting Ledin and so on. So I got some good damage in this turn. Also, I almost find Liana to be an actual requirement for this fight because, as I said, sometimes the Phoenix takes this weird pathing, right? And the Phoenix is constantly taking damage because, yeah, it's losing 15% of its hit points every turn, and this can't be dispelled. In addition, healing is also greatly decreased. So I actually feel Liana is a requirement because of her prayer. I'll show prayer actually maybe this turn. So let's actually do that. So I'm going to prayer up right now to demonstrate it. This will heal everybody up. And the reason why prayer is so important is because it applies this buff. Restore 20% of the unit hit points each turn. So even though it loses 15%, it restores 20%. This will keep the Phoenix alive for sure to move into this tile. If you don't have Liana, this battle is honestly very, very luck-based. So for good or for ill, I actually think Liana is almost a requirement for the Phoenix battle. It might not be if he paths properly and he moves forward 3 tiles like this, but because, as I said, the Phoenix sometimes takes this really weird pathing, it's safer if you play this out with Liana. Alright, so let's get back into the fight. I need to assume he's going to move 3 tiles forward into this tile here. So let's plan accordingly. Well, I'm going to use Bozel to finish off this Sheikah guy to start. Now, since I assume he's moving 3 tiles ahead, I'm going to move Bernhardt up to attack one of these targets. Let's see. Let's start off with Ledin to finish off this Sheikah hunter. Oh, never mind. Guard. Ah. Okay. So in that case, let's use Lana then to finish this guy off. Okay, that should take down the Lava Titan. There we go. Next, let's then move Bernhardt up like this. So that leaves just one Sheikah Master. Yep. So Phoenix probably is going to move into this tile. So let's move Sophia up and heal Ledin. Alright, so all my characters are still alive at least. And yes, the Phoenix moves up. And then this Sheikah hunter almost suicide attacks into Ledin. So it's working out pretty well, so far anyways. Now, quick point, I didn't bring Leon because this terrain is 2 movement for Leon. It's desert terrain, Leon just does not move through this very well. So if he has 2 movement, he just starts falling behind, given the Phoenix moves 3 tiles. It would be nice if I had Leon, but I can't bring him. You know, if you have Ulti Muller, you could probably bring Leon, because he could ignore terrain then. But again, I don't, so I have to play accordingly. Alright, so I'm going to keep moving forward, and I'm just going to use Black Hole to try to finish this guy off. And that was enough damage. There we go. The reason I used the black hole was because I need to keep up with this Phoenix. Right? Liana especially only has 3 movement. So I could have used Bozel, but yeah. I had the black hole available, so why not? Alright, so let's keep moving up. We will activate his faction buff. And bring my other characters up, basically. So, the first wave has been cleared. Everyone's still alive. That's the most important thing. And this run so far, anyways, it looks pretty good. Let's have Sophia heal herself. And let's move Bernhardt up. And finally Bozel. Now again, as I said, Bozel does have the 4 movement, so he is a bit versatile. He can stand in places that my other characters with 3 movement can't. Alright. And here's another AoE attack. So the Phoenix was kept at a good health because of the, again, the prayer from Liana. He would be much lower if not for that. So let's continue on. Turn on danger zone for this turn because I need to know how far I can move. So the Phoenix is probably moving into this tile. Or this one if I block the other ones off. And I am going to block the other ones off simply because I need to get ready to fight that next wave. These guys. Alright, so getting everyone into position, ready for the next wave. Ledin, leaving that tile open for the Phoenix. And finally Liana. And I'll just heal herself. Okay, so far, so good. Now, this turn is a little bit tricky now because the Phoenix is going to move into this fire tile, right? So I can only stay within 3 tiles of him. So 1, 2, 3. So this means these, like this area here. So that means I can only attack, really, this guy, this Shikarator. Well, I'll take him down first. Let's begin with that. Alright, let's apply Dark Waltz from here. And then we'll actually just black hole again. So nobody even killed this turn. Although it did apply some movement debuff on him, so he can't attack. So that's a big positive for me. Alright, so let's then move Ledin in, and he's going to Divine Guard to protect Bozel. And if I want to take the attack, I could. I could move Bernhardt over here. Let's see. Oh, this guy got debuffed too, with movement debuff. So I could take the attack if I want, but that would be taking 2 attacks. And I think that's a little bit dangerous, so let's not. Right, what's left? Uh-oh. Okay, I can move into this tile here. Yeah. I am going to have to put a guy here because there's just too few tiles, as I said. There's this... The Phoenix is occupying 1 tile, right? So there's only these 2 tiles left. So if Sophia takes one, Liana takes the other, then Bernhardt has to go over here. Unless he stands right here. So I'm going to just place my Bernhardt right there. And bring my 2 healers in. And heal everyone up. Here we go. I could use a gain to finish this guy off, but let's keep it in reserve for now. There's no point in healing the Phoenix because... Oh, that's one thing I didn't mention actually. When the Phoenix moves into these tiles, it will restore full hit points. There we go. So now it's at full hit points again. It does help, but again, I find you do need to have like prayer, for example, to keep him truly healthy. I actually had one run where the Phoenix died. That was an absolute nightmare, because with the Phoenix dead, you can no longer finish the map. So I had to give up on that run. Alright. So now, let's see. The Phoenix is probably going to move into this tile right there. I can assume that. One of these two. So I can actually fight properly here. And this is the turn where I have to crush them all. So let's do it. Alright. So, begin with the range attacks, of course. That always makes things easier. So let's Dark Reaper this infantry to start. Let's have Ledin kill this guy off, and then Bernhardt can probably shield bash that guy. So that means Bozel will just attack this orc general. Perfect. Oh no. So Ledin has to protect everyone. So Divine Guard is available. Let's move Ledin up like this. That way he will guard the other characters. Uh-oh, I just actually blocked the tile that the Phoenix was supposed to go in. That's okay. It just means that we're going to move up a bit slower. So again, let's apply prayer then. That will heal up Ledin quite a bit. And to make things easier on myself, let's shield bash. Whoa, 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 whoa. If I put myself here and the Phoenix does not come up into this tile, let's say the Phoenix moves here. I'm 3 tiles outside of this range of the Phoenix. So let's play it safe instead. I don't really have a choice. I have to play it safe. So let's attack from this tile. So this way, regardless of which of these 3 tiles the Phoenix chooses, I am safe. Last but not least, because the next Phoenix Rift is over here. So I have to leave 2 opponents alive. Now let's just fully heal Ledin and see where the Phoenix goes. It doesn't even move! Oh my gosh! And there goes Liana as a result. And as I said, this is why this map is so frustrating. Because sometimes the Phoenix... Because I blocked off that tile accidentally, the Phoenix decided not to move at all. Well, so I'm down 1 healer. And I'm now missing a gain. Okay. It's still recoverable though, I think, so we'll continue. Mainly because my mages can self-heal with their attacks. But yeah, losing Liana has eliminated my main healer. It has made things tougher without any doubt. So we'll see how it goes from here. Alright, let's heal up. Alright. So at least this second wave is clear. So it's a clear path to the second Phoenix Rift. And now we continue to move up. But we will not block the tile the Phoenix walks on. So right there is good. Let's move Ledin up first. There's no reason to Divine Guard when there's nobody to attack. So everyone else continues to move up. And this is pretty much the end of my prayer because Liana's dead. So it's going to be closer from here on out without Liana, that's for sure. Let's apply a group heal. And you can see that group heal only healed the Phoenix 67 hit points. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle. How many turns left for the Phoenix to move in? One turn here, and then 1, 2, 3. So 2 turns for the Phoenix to move into the next rift. Alright, let's continue to move up. Again, do not block his tile. So stay ahead of him. And stay behind him. Might as well heal the Phoenix, hopefully. Let's see how much this does. 361 hit points, so not much, really. Alright, here we go. At least the Phoenix is pathing the way I thought it would this time. So that's a small favor. Alright, so the Phoenix will be in the next one this coming turn, which means I can begin triggering these guys. So, alright, let's activate Divine Guard now. And I'm just seeing... Yeah, I'll just take one attack this turn. So we'll just do this and Divine Guard. Not going to make any risky maneuvers. Just move everyone up a bit. Liana to draw out the attack. And finally, Sophia with the group heal. Alright, Phoenix self-heals once more. And the first enemy has been triggered, which should make all of these guys start attacking. Yep, here they come. So the Lancers aren't really the problem, it's just the infantry characters that I need to focus down on. So assuming the Phoenix moves into this tile, or into this tile up here, one of these two. Because this should be the next Phoenix Rift. So let's be safe, let's assume he's over here. So, let's bring Bernhardt up first, and he's going to finish off this Shika Hunter. Next up, if he's here or here, both tiles, this tile here is safe. So let's move in and toss the fireball at it. Okay, so far so good. Now, this tile is not safe because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles away, so I can't use it. So in that case, let's just throw a black hole at these remaining 3 enemies. That looks to be the best option. And then let in with Divine Guard will protect everyone except Bozel. So again, another mistake. I cannot protect Bozel. Hopefully not fatal for Bozel. We'll see. And let's rewind at this point. Is there anyone I can target that would also heal the Phoenix? Doesn't look like it, so... Well, let's do our best. Rewind, and that heals up everybody. Okay, and the Phoenix moved up instead of forward. Let in, tanking a hit. Hellhounds don't quite die though. Let's hope Bozel survives. He does, thankfully. And it's because these Shika Raiders, the Shika fighters, were damaged before with Lana's black hole. That definitely was what made the difference, keeping her alive. But the important thing is she does live. So, this tile or this tile. I'm going to have to assume one of these two. So let's just have Liana attack where she is. And finish off this Shika Hunter. Okay. So Bozel's tile or the one diagonal of it. Alright, so Bozel desperately needs healing right now. Well, we'll have him fireball first. Doesn't need to be a fireball, just a regular attack will do. And I said Bozel's tile or this one, so I don't know which one. So to be safe, let's move in Divine Guard with Ledin right here. Again, just to be safe, keeping everyone grouped up. Let's group heal, includes the Phoenix in the group heal. And finally, Bernhardt up. Because as long as he's in this tile specifically, he is still within 3 range of both of those. So it did move up. There you go. Alright, Ledin should be able to counterattack and finish off the Sheikah Raider. Good. Alright, so the third group has been cleared. Despite losing Liana, I should be okay. So within 3 tiles, Bernhardt is just within 3 tiles. Phoenix definitely has to be this tile. There's no way it's any other one. So let's keep moving up. This is okay. And I can choose to faction buff this turn or not, because there's no enemies to fight until I get closer to that guy. So let's not faction buff just yet. The healer is going to have to move forward and bring Bozel up to health, because there we go. And finally, let's move Ledin up. Alright. So here we go. It's following my predictions now in terms of pathing, so that's fortunate. So it's going to move into this tile next. So another wasted turn, basically. So get everyone close once again. Well, these guys are okay actually. So I'll just shift Bozel up 1 so that Bernhardt is closer to the front. There we go. End turn. I might as well faction buff, or I can wait a turn. It's okay. And group heal once more. The group heal is barely keeping all my characters alive. It's because Liana's gone. So, such a hassle. Alright. Phoenix, I have no idea. One of these 3. So, let's move up in front, because that way, I know regardless of these 3, I'm still within 3 range. I'm going to move up like this, so again, these 3 tiles are within 3 range of this one. Going to move. Now it's just Ledin and Bozel and Sophia. Well, I don't want to block the tiles that he's on. So Ledin over here is okay. Sophia here for a single target heal. Let's activate, yeah, at this point let's begin activating the faction buffs. One moment. If he moves down, this tile is not safe because it would be 1, 2, 3. So I guess I have to put Bozel here. Oh. Yeah, so if he's down here, that tile would have been dangerous, so this one's okay though. And finally Sophia comes up, and who should I heal? Let's heal herself this turn. There we go. Yeah, so it came down. So good thing I paid attention and didn't put someone on that tile. Again, there's multiple tiles he can be in. Let's see. If he moves up here... Alright. Well, let's... He definitely won't come to this tile. Definitely not. because that's actually getting away from it. So it'd be 1, 2, or 3. These 3 here. So again, shifting forward. I'm actually going to try to sleep this guy this turn. See if that activates at least. I'm not expecting damage, but if the sleep works, then I don't take damage for a turn. So, oh, it actually did 2 damage, and he did go to sleep. Perfect! So for 1 turn, I am safe from damage. So, let's move up then. So I'm now a bit more free, because I don't have to worry as much about the damage. So he is stunned. Yay! Let's move up. I'm going to activate Divine Guard, because I may attack this Water Diviner next turn. And again, I don't want to block any of the tiles he can possibly step in. So here we go. And finally, Sophia with a group heal. Alright, nice. So, attack begins. Let's shield bash him so he can't move again. There we go, perfect. This is interesting. Apparently the ruptures and so on go through this, even though he's immune to all damage. Huh. Oh, he's not going to be attacking me, so I might as well hit him with everything I've got. 30 damage, but hey. Right? If I can apply these debuffs or whatever, I might as well. So let's throw a black hole at him too. I'm not really looking for damage, I'm just looking to apply debuffs. And let him down. And let's actually rewind everyone now. So I'm refreshing everyone stunned. Shield bash and sleep. There we go. Alright. And then the Phoenix finally steps on the final tile. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, so the Phoenix kills itself to remove that barrier. But fortunately, this it's fortunate that this Water Diviner can be affected by sleep and shield bash and so on. So let's sleep him. Alright. Bam. Again, he won't act. He can't use his AoE attacks to hammer me. So let's pile on damage. Thankfully for Rupture. And then Dark Reaper. That was able to finish him off. Whew! That was just close. Whew. Losing Liana was a huge hassle. But then Sophia with Rewind, and then Bernhardt and Bozel with their sleep attacks made the end portion of this fight easy. So, there we go. Completion of the Resurrection battle. I hope you found this useful. I mean, what you really have to do is you gotta be careful. You gotta predict where the Phoenix will go and make sure not to block the tiles that he can move in. Because if those tiles are blocked, it seems like the Phoenix refuses to move. So make sure the tiles are not blocked, and then the Phoenix will move forward and then keep your character safe. If you mess up, you're gonna lose characters. That's basically it. That's why it is such a hassle to do without the Clock of Resurrection. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video useful. And on that note, Nitro out.